Hello, Comet sports fans. Welcome to Dwyer Field for this Week 6 GMC matchup between the Mason Comets and the Middletown Middies. The Comets coming off a big win last week against Fairfield. They took down the Indians 21-14. They're looking to build off that success. They've got a 2-3 record on the year. Not the hottest, the start they were hoping for necessarily, but Comets definitely have the tools to take a victory tonight. My name is Adam Little, joined alongside my partner for this broadcast, my twin brother, Andrew Little. And Andrew, what should we expect tonight?
Well, these two teams, both 2-2 in the GMC. Middletown 3-2 overall. Comets 2-3, like you just said. So it should be a close game. It's homecoming night for Mason, so a lot of energy, a packed house. Should be a good one.
Looks like Middletown will take the opening kickoff. The sophomore, Max Gogol, will be back to boot it away. And Andrew Gogol, he's been a nice, don't want to say surprise for the Comets, but definitely a nice addition. His first year as the Comets place kicker, and one of the best they've had in the last few years.
Absolutely. The sophomore also plays soccer. He's been a consistent piece for them at kicker, and on these kickoffs, he's had a lot of success as well.
And back for the Middies, Maximilian Johnson, the junior wide receiver, defensive back, 5'10", 160. He's got a lot of speed. Comets haven't had the hottest start on special teams. He's going to be tough to stop. And a nice kick from Gogol all the way into the right corner of the end zone. As the Middies will start at the 20-yard line, 1st and 10.
Going to get our first look at the Middletown offense, and it starts and finishes with their run game led by Eric Schroeder. He's top 5 in the GMC right now in rushing yards with 330. And then they also get a big boost from their quarterback, Jeremiah Landers.
Yeah, like you mentioned, Middletown, heavy run team, only had 6 pass attempts last week against Lakota East. And both these teams really rely heavily on that run game, so should be a pretty ground and pound game. Talon McCoat in the shotgun with Schroeder to his left. He'll take the snap. It'll be a handoff right down the middle to Schroeder. And how about that stop there from Kai Woolfolk? Will stop him behind the line for a 1-yard loss.
Yeah, that's a great start for the Comets. Their defensive line, a strong suit of the team. And, Schroeder, that's the guy to stop. He averages about 5 yards a carry, and so getting ahead of the count here with that loss.
Looks like they're going to say he got back to the line of scrimmage, so 2nd and 10 now for Middletown. 4 receivers set for the Middies, a little bit surprising considering that heavy run game. So only 5 linemen. Man in motion is McCarty. As he drops back, rolling towards the middle and finds a wide open Dalen Jamison, but he drops it.
Yeah, that's a missed opportunity from the Middies. Wide open there in the middle of the field. Would have been close to a first down. And instead now, Comets forced 3rd and long. Middletown, their passing game works a lot better in play action here. Comets going to be expecting the throw.
Yeah, despite only that 5-man protection, Jeremiah Landers had a lot of room to work with. Almost a little bit surprised we didn't see him tuck and run there. Definitely known for his speed at that quarterback position. So Landers in the shotgun. 3rd and 10 for the Middies. 11:02 on the clock. Takes a snap, drops back for pass attempt number 2. And he's feeling some pressure from the Comet defensive line. And it'll be Liam McMains, the first one to bring him down for a loss of 2 on the play. Comets force 4th down.
Yeah, and Landers was hit right there by just about every Comet defensive lineman. I think Malachi Reed was the first one to get there, and then McMains was the one to bring him down eventually. Force punt, great momentum starter for the Comets here, homecoming. Crowd definitely loving it, and now got Brandon Dunn back to return the kick.
Middletown will punt from the 10. Brandon Dunn back to receive. Waves his hand for a fair catch. Kyle Wilson will touch it down just inside of Middletown territory as the Comets will start their drive at the Midi 48.
Yeah, fantastic field positioning, starting with the ball in opposing territory. And now we're going to get to see the Comet offense. A little bit of a change for them. Sky Talley, their leading rusher in the first 5 weeks, not playing anymore due to some transfer rules. He provided a great boost for them in the first half of the season, but now they're going to have to lean on the rest of that. Like Gavin McDaniel's a name to watch.
Also Chase Blevins will be a name I think we're going to see a lot as well. And Blevins will be the back. As Caden Ashurst is in the shotgun. Rolling to his left. Finds a wide open Brandon Dunn. And they're going to say he pulled it in, a low pass, but it will be enough for the first down, a 10-yard reception for the junior.
Yeah, and good confidence boost for Ashurst. He's starting to get going. It opens up the playbook here inside the 40. He's got Chase Blevins in the backfield.
And a great start for the Comets. I want to say it's their first play, first down of the whole year. Caden Ashurst has a man in motion. It is Bill Horn. It'll be a jet sweep to the senior slot receiver as he finds some open space on the right side. He's picked up 20, 25. However, there is a flag. Looks like there's going to be a hold on that right side of the field.
Yeah, this one coming back, unfortunately, for the Comets. Colin Billhorn was running hard there on that jet. And that's something we can expect to see a lot more of tonight, is bringing these receivers in motion. Even Chase Blevins, we expect to see a lot in the backfield. Get him in motion. Comets think that's how they can get their run game going.
So that'll push Mason back 10 yards and eliminates that first down conversion on the first play of their drive. 9:43 on the clock. We apologize, our score bug not working on the scoreboard tonight. First and 20 now at the 47-yard line for the Comets. Ashurst takes a snap, hands it off to Blevins, and Blevins has a lot of green grass. So he'll pick up 11 yards on the carry.
Blevins gets all the yardage they lost back. Does a nice job of finding open space, following the blocks, and he goes nearly untouched for that 9-yard pickup.
I'm going to say stepped out at the 39, so 2nd and 11 for the Comets. Make up a lot of room there on the outside zone run. Ashurst takes the snap. Quick screen pass to Blevins, but he drops it. They're going to call it incomplete. Luckily, that ball past the line of scrimmage. Tried to find him on the bubble pass there.
Yeah, forward pass there. It's an incompletion, but can't afford to not connect on those bubble screens. Should have been about a 5 or 6 yard gain, and that's before breaking tackles. Would have made it a much more manageable third down situation. Now, 3rd and 11, going to have to stretch the field a little bit.
Third and 11 now for the Comets. 3 receiver set. Cale Jordan, the H-back. He'll stay to block as Ashurst rolls to his left. Finds a wide open Colin Billhorn at the 35, but he fumbles the ball, and we'll see who falls on top of it. It looks like it's going to be a midi. And it's Virgil Coleman, the sophomore defensive back, that'll come on top of it. And Greer had a nice 15-yard pickup there, but couldn't hold on to the football, Andrew.
Just a deflating play there. That's the most comfortable I've seen Ashurst look all year, rolling out in the pocket, delivers a great throw, picking up the first down, and just Comets can't hold on to the football. Middletown takes advantage. Big play from the sophomore, and now they have the ball right back.
Understood, totally understood. Back in that 4-3 with 2 high safeties, playing with loose corners.
1st and 10 now for Middletown as they're back on the field for their second drive of the first quarter. 9:11 on the clock as it'll be a counter handoff to Schroeder. Schroeder swarmed at the line of scrimmage First comment there was Charlie Raymond, the corner.
Comets got to Schroeder quickly, broke a couple tackles in the backfield, and that's one of the things Coach Kastner emphasized this week. Can't afford to miss tackles against Schroeder.
And Tyler Dalton with the tackle, excuse me, not Raymond. Senior outside linebacker. So 2nd and 10 now for the Comets. 8:39 left in this first quarter. Still a lot of time left here at Dwyer Field. As Landers takes the shotgun snap, rolling towards his right. Another option. He's going to take it himself and picks up 12 yards. Excuse me, 15 yards on the carry as he rolls forward for a first down as Middletown has it at their own 35.
And Landers there just makes the read, the pitch option, runs with it, gets the lead block that he needed, and picks up the first down. Comets. And we're going to have to watch out for the quarterback run all night long.
First and 10 now for the Middies. Ball at their own 35-yard line. Landers takes the snap. He's going to take it right down the middle on the QB draw. Finds some running room for a 6-yard pickup. Gets all the way up to the 41-yard line.
And in that QB run, he shakes a defender around the line of scrimmage, picks up 5 yards, and a great first down gain. Puts the Middies in a good spot. But a late flag thrown.
Let's see what the call is. Both teams seem a little uncertain of what that flag is in.
It's on the Comets.
It's on the Comets.
Call an inadvertent face mask. So it's one of those where it was a football. Comets didn't intend to tackle with the face mask, but Middletown picks up a first down because of it.
First and 10 now for the Middies. 4 receiver set, trips on the right. As this will be a toss to Schroeder. And he's chugging forward and turns, should have been about a 1-yard pickup into a 5-yard pickup as he dives forward.
Schroeder able to get to the sideline quickly and picks up a couple yards. Unlike what you said, what could have been, a 1-yard loss for the Comet D line. So after that 3-and-out Comets had in the first possession, Middletown's run game is really moving.
2nd and 4 now for the Middies as Middletown crosses into Mason territory.
Yeah, if I'm doing something else, just show it. You know you have to.
Landers hands it off to Schroeder. Picks up the first down there. Nice block from that Middy offensive line there.
Schroeder gets the blocks he needs right away and just pulls through one defender and gets the first down.
Noah Dowers, junior defensive lineman, checks into the game for the Comets. He's been a force to be reckoned with all season long. Real bright spot on this defense. Empty backfield now for Middletown as Malcody takes the Wildcat snap up the middle for 1 yard.
And he was swarmed. It was Tyler Dalton that got there. So first down, Wildcat play does not work out for Middletown.
And Malcody, really just an all-purpose tool for this Middletown roster. We've seen him lined up at receiver, but also, can throw it around at that quarterback position. We're going to see a lot of Wildcat formations tonight, and just really a lot of QB rushing in general. We saw a few of those read options earlier. And Malcody still in that Wildcat formation as trips to the right. Malcody is going to take it on the exact same play. Picks up 3 yards on the carry.
Yep, and their quarterback, Jeremiah Landers, was in on that play at wide receiver, so kind of a decoy for Middletown to use. Catch the Comet offense off guard. And Malakote picks up a much better second down gain. Brings up 3rd and 6 and what could be 4-down territory.
Crucial 3rd down now for the Comets. Landers back at quarterback. 5-man rush for the Comets as Kyle Wilson coming on the outside to strong safety. Trips him up, but Landers stays on his feet. Finds a wide open Schroeder, but another bad drop for Middletown. That time it was the running back, Eric Schroeder. And how about Kyle Wilson coming out of a cannon on that left side of the line of scrimmage.
Coach McCullough dials up a nice blitz there from the secondary. Wilson gets there, but the shoestring tackle doesn't work. Landers breaks the tackle and does a nice job of extending the play, but he's off center just a little bit off that throw, and Schroeder can't quite come down with it. Comets catch a break.
Yeah, that one just a little bit off Schroeder's left shoulder, and it looks like Middletown's going to go for it. And I like the move, Andrew. 4-down territory inside the 40. Not much to lose. But a 4th and 6 now, 4:54 left in this first quarter as Landers rolling to his right, trying to find an open midi, and it's incomplete. Tried to find that Swiss Army knife Talon McCody, and the Comets force the turnover on downs as they'll start their possession at their own 39-yard line.
And Comet defense does a great job locking down all the options there. Dowers and Wolfwood brought pressure. Kyle Wilson and Stephen McCalmount able to tighten in coverage there. Not much of a window for Landers to throw to, and now Comets back on the field.
Blevins will be the back for this drive as well for the Comets. Pistol set as Blevins right behind Ashurst. And looks like there's going to be a false start.
Yeah, on Vaughn Johnson, left tackle. And
again, just another costly penalty for the Comets. It's almost like 1 step forward, 2 steps back. You know, first drive we saw that beautiful first down pickup, but then the holding call took it all back.
Yep, and the first play penalties are just killer. Makes it, 5 yards back makes it so much more difficult.
Blevins takes the handoff. He'll find nothing. Jonathan Harris wraps him up.
And Blevins been playing a lot in the backfield so far. He's a Swiss Army knife for them. He's played a lot of slot receiver this year, but also been used in the backfield. Had a great game week 2 against Oak Hills. Hasn't been used a lot as a running back since, but they're definitely leaning on him tonight.
2nd and 12 now for Mason. 6-man rush, and that one picked off from the linebacker, A.J. King. Kamari Smith takes it all the way up to the Mason 23-yard line. And another deflating turnover for the Comets.
Yeah, and 2 drives, 2 turnovers for Mason, and unfortunately, that's kind of been the story of their season, is mistakes on offense preventing what could have been promising drives. We had the fumble in Middletown territory to begin with, and their interception. Ashurst just can't connect with this man, doesn't account for the linebacker. And Kamari Smith makes the play.
Big time play there by the senior, 5'9", 185. Swoops that one up.
His second interception of the year.
4 receivers set now for Middletown as Landers drops back, looking up the middle, and he finds his man, Talon McCody. And how about that spin move as he finds the end zone? Talon Malakote. An awfully shifty play there. And Andrew, I'm not going to lie, I'm a little bit shocked. We've seen Middletown slinging the ball here, in this first quarter. They're known for their running, but really trusting Landers tonight.
Well, yeah, and I think they've caught the Comets off guard. Mason has a great defensive line play, but their secondary, a little bit less experienced. And so Middletown's been picking on that today. And right there got a busted coverage, and Malakote took full advantage, picks up the first score of the game.
The extra point is up and good, so Middletown takes the 7-0 lead here with 3:55 left in the first quarter. Beautiful night for football here at Dwyer Field. Like you mentioned earlier, Andrew, it is homecoming night. We've got our homecoming dance tomorrow, and really just been, a week full of festivities. We had the homecoming pep rally today. I had the honor of emceeing it. It was a blast.
Yes, you did.
And
we had the honor of seeing the Mason football seniors perform a cheer routine with the cheerleaders. That was entertaining.
That was pretty comical. Always fun to see the boys having some fun.
I got to see Kyle Wilson, Stephen McCalmont do some backflips. That impressed the crowd.
Yeah.
The rest of them, I'm not sure their dance moves were as impressive as those flips were.
Yeah, definitely a week full of festivities. The homecoming parade on Thursday. Mason Stugo does a great job of putting this whole week together.
So although say, Adam, homecoming week a lot more fun when you've got to win, and this football team knows it. Comets looking to strike back here on drive number 3.
A.J. King lined up at the 30-yard line to boot it away for the Middies. 3:55 left in this first quarter. So Mason looks for their third possession of the game, and the kick out of bounds. Penalty flag will drop. Comets are going to start with some pretty nice field position.
Penalty flag was dropped for a kick out of bounds.
We mentioned it at the beginning of the broadcast. Comets had a big win last week against Fairfield. Fairfield has their star quarterback, Talon Fisher, the Navy commit. Comets did a nice job of shutting him down, and it was definitely a thrilling game at the end, but the Comets were able to pull through for their second win, and they're trying to make it 3 tonight. Chase Blevins still the back, so 3 straight possessions for him. Billhorn in motion, but he fakes it, hands it off to Blevins, and Blevins, nice run up the middle there. He's going to pick up 9 yards.
And that run right there is exactly why they like having Blevins in the backfield. So it shows off his shiftiness, makes a couple guys miss, and nearly picks up the first down. He's not the biggest running back out there, but he has a lot of speed, a lot of agility. Broke several tackles there.
2nd and 1 really opens up the playbook here. 3:25 left in the first. 3 receivers set for the Comets.
Comes a blitz again.
Middletown showing pressure, but Blevins shakes free of multiple Midi defenders, picks up 6 yards on the carry for the Comet first down.
And right there, Comets had a nice pull block, setting up that run from Blevins. Picked it up.
Hacker had the nice block
Yeah.
there.
Chase Hacker, the guard, in motion, showing off his athleticism, taking down a Midi.
So Mason back in Midi territory now. Ball at the 49. Ashurst is going to take it himself. Has a lot of green grass ahead. Picks up 11 yards on the fake. And a nice read there from the junior. And Andrew, Caden Ashurst, first couple, a little bit of a rocky first few games for him. His first few, starts as a varsity quarterback, but looking very comfortable tonight. Not to jinx anything, but despite that interception, first drive looked very comfortable, and now this third possession looking very comfortable.
Yeah, and this is how you do it. Set up the run, and then you have read options like that. You can take advantage of gaps in the defense. It's going to really build his confidence, picking up first downs like that.
Ball at the 38-yard line. Billhorn in motion. And that one going to be a huge loss for the Comets. Billhorn bobbled the jet there, and Lamonte Chambers with a 10-yard loss for the Comets on that play.
Yeah, and it's
Or excuse me, 7-yard loss.
7-yard loss on first down is definitely not what you want, but the Comets are lucky that that was not a turnover. Billhorn didn't take that handoff well, bobbled it, and somehow able to bring it down before being tackled. Could have been a disaster.
2nd and 17 now for Mason. This one going to be a handoff to Blevins right up the middle. Not going to get much. Picks up about 2 yards on the carry.
And last drive, kind of saw a similar start. You know, it was a penalty instead of a tackle for loss on first down, but Comets went back 1st and 15, ran the ball in 2nd down, only got a couple yards. They were forced to throw, and that's when Ashurst threw that interception. So right here, 3rd and long, we'll see what Ashurst can do. Definitely expect some pressure from Middletown.
1:16 left in the first quarter. Billhorn in motion again as Ashurst dropping back. The screen pass to Blevins, but it's incomplete. Nice recognition there by the Middletown line, and the Comet punt team going to trot onto the field.
Yeah. Strong start to the drive, ends with a thud. That tackle for loss on the bobbled handoff was a killer. Now Quinn Brown back to punt.
Yeah, and Brown, was the team's starting quarterback, but then suffered that shoulder injury in week 2, but still able to get punting duties. A low snap, he's able to scoop it up, and a nice boot there by the senior, but gets a little bit too much mustard on it, as it will roll into the end zone for the touchback. Thanks. Appreciate it.
And Brown outkicks the coverage there, and like I said, really good punt, but ends up being a touchback. Middletown has a lot of momentum, got to stop defensively there. A one-play drive before with Landers to Malakote.
57 seconds left in this first quarter. Middletown with their 4th possession already. Middy's moving around as they switch into that Wildcat. As Malakote's going to take it himself, trying to find the right sideline. A nice open field tackle there by Preston Estoesta.
And Estoesta gets there and seals the sideline, but Malakote able to pick up about 4 or 5 yards. Did a great job getting to the sideline immediately, moving forward, picking up some yards. It's an ideal first down run.
2nd
and 5 now for the Middies. Back to that normal set. Landers. And I just ate my words there as they switch back to that Wildcat again. However, Schroeder in the backfield. Malakote's going to hand it off to him. And ripped down there.
And Ryan Davis, the
yes.
junior, makes a good big tackle. And the Comet defense was definitely expecting Malakote to run it there, but Davis makes the adjustment, and that'll end it for the first quarter.
Yeah, that will be the end of the first quarter, and Middletown in control right now. Had this 7-0 lead over the Comets, and they will open up the second quarter with possession. 7-0 ball game here from Dwyer Field. Make sure you stay tuned for the rest of the broadcast here on Mason Sports Radio. And welcome back to Mason High School. The Middies have a 7-0 lead over the Comets, and we got media timeouts tonight. Spectrum here with the OHSA Game of the Week. We got the big TV crew here tonight.
Yep, always fun to share the booth with some professionals.
Yes, most definitely. And Andrew, kind of walk us through that first quarter for the viewers just now joining us.
Yeah, and the first drive, Middletown took the kickoff, and it was a 3-and-out. Comets defense got a hot start, but then 2 turnovers from Mason. Middletown was able to convert on a 23-yard passing touchdown.
Big third down now as the Middies take the 3rd and 2 snap. It will be a read option, and he finds Schroeder, who will pick up more than enough for the first down there. Nice read there by Landers.
Yep, Landers makes the decision, gets Schroeder as much time as he can, and Schroeder just beats Kai Wolflick to the sideline and picks up that first down.
And then they optioned the edge, and he went ahead and made the pitch. They had it blocked on the perimeter.
Seen a lot of those options tonight.
Very well schemed play there.
Very well executed there by Middletown. So 1st and 10 now. Middies have it at their own 35. 11:54 left in the first half. Trips to the right. One receiver on the left. As Landers going to take it himself up the middle, but taken down by the senior Kai Wolfolk, the Army commit.
And Wolfolk just made a statement play here early in this second quarter. Brings Landers down. Comets trying to take control of this game.
Rips right through the running back Eric Schroeder's block. This linebacker swarmed Landers there.
And Wolfolk, the team captain, he's the heart and soul of this defense, and plays like that.
Yeah, 3rd in the GMC in tackles.
3rd in the GMC in tackles. He's following in the great footsteps. Jake Bates graduated last year, led the GMC in tackles 2 years ago.
Over 10 a game, averaging. As that one, a low snap on the ground. Landers makes something out of nothing there. And he picks up 5, so I think Middletown's going to take that 5-yard pickup there after a very risky.
Not only did he bobble the snap, but then when he attempted to pick it up from the ground, he bobbled it again. Comets nearly got there in time, but Landers recovers and makes several Mason men miss. And that went from a busted play to a really solid 2nd down pickup. 3rd and 4, very manageable. Middletown is in a good spot, which their coaching staff was just hoping to not turn the ball over there.
So 3rd and 4 now, 4 receiver set. Middletown staying strong with that 5-man protection. There's another quarterback rush there by Landers. Let's see if the Comets can stop him. It's going to be very close. And I think he's going to be a few feet short, Andrew. Liam McManus, the first one there for the Comets.
It's possible there was some forward progress here, but I think the Comets got there in time, and it was just about every defender on this Mason defense that got there.
There's only one linebacker to deal with on that side, Ryan Davis on the
But
17.
Middletown's offense staying out there on this 4th and short. Have to imagine whether it's Landers or Malakote in the backfield, they're going to do a QB run.
Play clock's winding down. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, and they're going to have to call a timeout. Middletown looks a little bit flustered, but a key 4th down, so got to perfect the play, and it's smart timeout there by Middletown.
Yeah, got to take the timeout there. Can't afford to delay a game. It would have pushed you out of that 4th down conversion territory. And it's plays like this that you may forget about later in the game, but I promise you it's going to have an impact. Middletown losing this timeout for later in the second quarter. And yes, it gives Middletown more time to prepare their play, but there's only so many things you can really do on a 4th and short. So now Comets defense gets another extra breather, and they're going to be coming in hot.
Yeah, expect the Comets to load the box here. Those linebackers going to be swarming the quarterback. I'm thinking read option here, Andrew.
I think so too. And it
looks
is
like Middletown's got their fullback in. Gabe Terrell normally plays linebacker. And he hands it to the tailback, and Mason.
Snuck through. He snuck through.
And I tell you what, he snuck through, Andrew. He'll pick up the first down, and it looked like Mason got there, but Schroeder just sneaks through there.
Yeah, and Middletown brought in a fullback, Terrell, there, and it didn't matter. Comets got there in time, but just that last-second push ends up getting the first down. Football's a game of inches, and right there, Middletown gets just enough.
9:05 now left in this first half. Trips to the right. This one going to be handoff to Schroeder, the outside zone. And how about those blocks there on the outside by the wide receivers? As Schroeder's going to pick up 10 yards on the first down carry. I believe it'll be enough for the first down.
Yeah, that play was well blocked everywhere. Comets defensive line were chasing him, and then a huge block of the second level to take out one of the safeties. Schroeder nearly picks up, or Schroeder picks up another first down.
So Middletown in Mason territory now. Schroeder's been hard to take down all game long. Let's see if they'll rely back to him. Again on this play, it'll be a toss to Schroeder. Nice block again on the outside. Liam McMains comes from behind to take him down, but not after a 6-yard pickup.
Schroeder really starting to get going, had back-to-back first downs, and then there picks up 6. Schroeder, the key factor in Middletown's offense. Fourth in the GMC in rushing yards entry in this game, and he's climbing up that list tonight.
2nd and 4 now, 7:43 left.
He makes the cut off of it and makes them right. He gains yardage.
In second quarter,
Teach a running back.
trips to the right. Schroeder to Landers left. And another outside zone, but the ball comes out. Landers able to pick it up, but it will be a 3-yard loss.
And that's the second time this drive that Middletown has had an issue on the handoff. Landers tried to hand it off to Schroeder. Schroeder couldn't pull it in time, and Landers just brought it right back down and falls backwards for a 3-yard loss. But not a turnover, so Middletown unhappy with that result, but it's a breath of fresh air.
Third and 7 now for the Middies. Trips to the left of Schroeder. Goes to block. Landers feeling some heat from Kai Woolfolk, but shakes free. And he fires and finds Russell Castillo Marte for the first down. And Middletown really starting to find their groove on the passing game, Andrew.
And Landers was facing pressure immediately. Kai Woolfolk went nearly unblocked on the QB spy. Chased Landers all around the pocket, but Landers steps forwards, gets right to the line of scrimmage and fires a dart to pick up that first down.
So Middletown 5 yards out of the red zone now at the 25. 1st and 10, 6:32 left in the half as a handoff down the middle to Schroeder. And big John Hendricks with a tackle. And I tell you what, I was talking to John at the pep rally today, and he really wanted me to point out on the broadcast tonight that he benches 275. So there we go, John. There's your big shout out.
That's
I'm coming
impressive.
through with my promise. And only a sophomore,
Yeah, I gotta
too.
say, I'm impressed.
Yeah, so there you go,
Good on
John.
John. Hendricks, one of the 2 Hendricks brothers on this defense.
Second and 9 now. As Landers has a lot of space, fires at the feet of Maximilian Johnson. It is completion, but there is a flag in the backfield.
Yeah, flags come down. We'll see what this is.
Davison appeared to catch the ball. Holding Middletown.
Looks like that one was going to be a hold on Middletown, so a little bit of confusion there. As the refs still coming back together.
And there were flags that came in from both sides of the field, one from behind the line of scrimmage, one from out in the secondary. And they went towards the same spot. I assumed that both were calling the same holding, but Middletown's walking forward a bit. Might have just been and refs have worked it out. Holding stands. And so now going to be second and 19.
5:44 left in this first half now. 2 receivers on each side for the middies. Landers in the shotgun. Drops back. Looking towards the middle of the field, and he finds a wide open Chandler Shields. And there was nobody near him. Broken coverage by the Comets.
And yeah, just it's plays like that. It's tough to tell what happened. Preston Estoesta was shocked by the play. Just miscommunication, but it's in the secondary. Coach McCullough, Coach Sponsell are not going to be happy with that. The Comets just gave up a big play, and now Middletown takes the 14-0 lead. They've got a lot of momentum here in this second quarter.
And King's extra point is up and good. So the Chandler Shields 35-yard touchdown will cap off a back and forth drive there. Middies, a lot of penalties, but still able to convert. And the Comets got to get some points on the board here, going into halftime. They will get the second half kickoff. But again, just been a common theme all season long, costly turnovers by the Comets has really limited their offense, and I've really liked some of the plays and schemes that Coach Kastner and his team have been drawn off, but really just been execution so far.
Yeah, and there have been opportunities to bobbled snaps or handoffs on that drive alone. It's a costly penalty, and it doesn't matter. Middletown was able to keep moving on to that next play, not let their mistakes define their drive, and comes up with a big touchdown at the end.
And we'll see if the Comets are able to do that on this drive, as Blevins and Brandon Dunn are the 2 return men for Mason. King boots it away. And that one going to be a touchback. So redeems himself from his last kickoff attempt. That went out of bounds, and Comets will start at their own 20.
Kick goes into the end zone for a touchdown. Comets will start this drive at their.
All right, you're live. Zoom in.
Comet offense trots out. Now here, they will get the ball, the second half kickoff, so 5 minutes, 36 seconds. That's just enough time to get down the field, 80 yards. So could get a big point swing.
It's going to be a handoff to Blevins. Takes it up to the 24 for 4-yard pickup on first down. And Andrew, I'm a little bit surprised to see the workload from Blevins tonight. The Comets started off the year kind of that three-headed monster between Blevins, Talley, McDaniel. Obviously, Talley unable to play tonight due to transfer rules, but we haven't seen any Gavin McDaniel tonight.
Yeah, no Gavin McDaniel, no Tammy Adesanya. They started to get Adesanya some work the past couple weeks. I assumed that was to be the Talley replacement, but no, they've been going all in on Chase Blevins.
Blevins takes another handoff, and he'll fall forward, and it looks like the ball comes out again, and it's Middletown football.
And Comets just silenced by that fumble as Blevins gets tripped up, loses control of the football. Middletown jumps right on it. Middies have the ball with terrific field position here inside the Comet 30. Defense gets no rest as they're right back on the field.
So 3 turnovers now for the Comets in the first 21 minutes alone. So Middletown going to start with some excellent field position at the Mason 29 as Landers drops back. And he'll take it himself. And tackled at the second level after a 6-yard pickup.
On that play.
Looked like Landers was trying to take another shot there. But, you know, smart move, just tuck it and run.
Yeah, Nicholas Cravens came firing off the edge and put a lot of pressure on Landers. Landers wasn't able to get his read downfield, but makes the check down.
4:16 left in this first half, and Middletown looking to add some more points to the board. Landers takes itself up the middle, finds some space, and squeezes through just a small hole for a huge pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Yeah, all he needed was just a tiny gap created by the offensive line. Finds it, then a jump cut to pick up the rest of the yardage. Landers and Schroeder with a little bit of Talon Malikote sprinkled in there every once in a while. This Middletown offense is chugging along just fine.
Middletown taking their time, 15 seconds on the play clock. 3:35 left in this second quarter. Ball at the Comet 9. Trips to the left now. Landers going to take it himself again. And Juan Bates takes him down after a 2-yard pickup.
Yeah, Juan Bates, along with Jonathan Hendricks, sophomore defensive lineman. Those two have made an impact this year. Bates makes the stop there. And Middletown is going to keep letting the clock roll down, not going to leave a lot of time for the Comets.
Middletown, they've just looked very poised in this first half. You know, it took the 7-0 lead to start and have just been running with it since then.
Yeah, offensively, they're avoiding the big mistakes. We've seen a couple near turnovers, but they've held on to the ball, and then defensively, they're taking advantage of the opportunities the Comets give them.
Schroeder to the right of Landers. Landers drops back, has all the time in the world. Cravens starting to rush, and Landers throws it out to nobody. And great coverage there by the Comets secondary, and Cravens showing some pressure on the outside. We haven't seen a lot of Cravens that much this season, but his, the two brothers, senior Ben Cravens, and then the defensive lineman Nicholas Cravens.
Comets D-line is starting to rotate a little bit more. We've seen McManus, Dowers, and now Cravens rotating in, the three of them.
And last year, they were known for that rotation.
Absolutely.
Just constantly rotating 6 guys.
You get into the middle of the season, guys start to wear down a little bit. It's great to have fresh legs in there on every play.
3rd and 7, 3rd and goal at the 7 for Middletown as Landers drops back, looking towards the right side, completes it at the 2, but the Comets secondary holds strong. And a late flag thrown. We'll see who it's on. And if this is on Middletown, this could be a costly penalty.
And Middletown's walking back.
So that'd be 15 yards, pushing them back to the 17, and that would turn in or make what should have been a chip shot field goal. Now it's going to be about a 35-yard attempt.
Yeah, so not only is it not a chip shot field goal anymore, but they were at the 2-yard line. They very easily could have gone in, punched it in for a touchdown. 21-0 makes things very difficult for Mason in the second half. Now here, after that face mask, that offensive face mask, we don't see that too often. They just get pushed back a ton, back to the 22-yard line. We'll repeat 3rd down.
Yeah, so it was not an unsportsmanlike. Middletown will have one more one more possession, but again pushed out of the red zone.
Yeah, costly offensive face mask penalty. Pushes them back 15 yards.
Kickoff, he's putting it in the end zone.
Officials come back together. And I will say, Andrew, though, we saw King, boot that one into a touchback. Not a lot of high school kickers have the leg to be able to knock it towards the back of the end zone on the kickoff. So King definitely has some power. We'll see if he can hone in the accuracy.
He definitely appears to have the leg required on this play. And so it is 4th down.
So I guess I was right. It was a personal foul. I think there was a little bit of confusion there by the officials, and it looks like Middletown's field goal unit will trot on.
It looks like A.J. King will try a field goal.
So ball's at the 22-yard line, 17 yards back.
39-yard field goal. Good, great math there,
Thank
Adam.
you.
Great math.
I will say
That calculus is really paying off for you.
Yeah, I know. I've got a tough math schedule this year. My first period is honors financial accounting, so crunching some numbers in there, and then right after that I've got calculus. So definitely got some numbers in my brain to start the day, Andrew.
Glad I went with AP Stats. That's helping me out here with some statistics. Shout out Mr. Mays.
Big shout out to Miss McDonald, my calc teacher, and Miss Turner, honors accounting. I have learned a lot, though. It has been helpful, and I think in the long run I'm going to be really glad. Let's see if King can convert on this 39-yard field goal now. Boots it away. And the Cook has the distance, but it's going to be wide right. It's no good. So a breath of relief for the Comets now. They've got 2 minutes and 6 seconds left on the clock, and it should be enough time with 2 timeouts to potentially drive down the field and try to get at least a field goal.
Yeah, and that penalty from Middletown is really the Comets' saving grace, because when it was 4th down at the 2-yard line, there were 2 options. It was either going to be a touchdown for the Middies, or the Comets were getting the ball back and going to have to drive 98 yards down the field. And now Comets much more manageable. Only have to go 80. Still a long way to go, but easier to get into field goal range. Not backed up into the end zone like you would have been before.
And Tammy Adesanya in the backfield for the first time tonight. Ashurst rolling to his right. Tries to find Brandon Dunn, but that pass going to be incomplete.
Yeah, no. Adesanya right there and made a nice block and pass protection from the backfield. Ashurst had time for his throw, but off platform. And just misses the throw.
And really, the Comets doing a great job stealing the edge there. Those tackles.
He did have a man running at him, but Adesanya picked up that rusher. As a quarterback, you gotta trust your blockers there.
2nd and 10 now, ball at the 20. This one going to be a handoff to Adesanya, and he's going to be knocked backwards. I think they're going to say forward progress. Held it to a no-yard.
Yeah, forward progress didn't help much there. Adesanya stuffed at the line. There was nothing he could really do there. Tried to jump back and pick up some yardage, but was met by a new midi.
And Andrew, I'm not surprised we're seeing Tammy Adesanya in the game, but I am a little surprised in this 2-minute drill that we're seeing the power back Adesanya. And I think maybe this would be time for Blevins or McDaniel or those speed backs. But 3rd and 10 now for the Comets as Ashurst will hand it off to Adesanya. Breaks free of one Middletown defender, and he's chugging forward for a 1st down. And it makes a 16-yard pickup there. How about the junior running the ball there, Andrew?
I think Tammy heard you from up here in the press box saying, why is the power back in there on a 2-minute drill? Well, he showed you right there. Fights off for that, picks up the yardage after contact, shoved down 2 midi defenders. Now keeps this drive alive.
Yeah, the clock still's running, though, as we're just under a minute now, 58 seconds on the clock. As Ashurst in the shotgun. Middletown showing pressure. Ashurst's rolling to his left, and he's going to take it himself. Lowers his shoulder and picks up 6 yards on the carry. 45 seconds now, and Kastner's going to call a timeout.
Yeah, no, that's a good play from Ashurst. Faces pressure from the right. Ashurst is right-handed, so sometimes young quarterbacks like Ashurst have trouble rolling out to their opposite side, but right there immediately makes that left field rollout, moves forward, and picks up 5 yards on the ground. It's a poised play from the junior. And now, with this timeout, going to get a chance to catch his breath.
Max Johnson did a nice job coming up and making that play.
Get ready for a fun field fall with great deals on everything from fresh apples and apples of candy at your local
left in the half. Middletown in white with a 14-0 lead.
Middletown going with one high safety here. They're playing man-to-man.
Ashurst takes a snap.
Sprint out again.
Empty backfield, facing some pressure. He's looking deep for Colin Billhorn, and Billhorn brings it down in double coverage. Gets out of bounds, and Comets gonna take it at the 26-yard line. Ashurst makes the best throw of his young career. 30, 40 yards down the field, finds Billhorn, who wins that, showing off his former basketball skills. Wins that jump ball, and now Comets have all the energy. 36 seconds to go at the 27-yard line.
Even if it's a field goal.
And now Comets getting to play with their home crowd next to them in the student section. A lot of energy in this stadium.
So Ashurst takes the snap now after the big pickup there. Looking down the left side of the field. Oh my gosh. Almost picked off. Incomplete. And Blevins had to turn into a defensive back there.
Yeah, this whole stadium just held its breath a little bit. I think I heard you as well, Adam. As Blevins just turns into a battering ram there, trying to make sure that Middletown doesn't come down with that football. And Ashurst delivered a great ball the play before, and then right there, not quite as accurate, but thrown in the double coverage, it was tough.
Well, I tell you what, I love the play design there, but, I mean, DeAndre Goodson, the outside linebacker, couldn't have played that play any better. I mean, perfect recognition, and that could have been a big play for the Comets there, but, I mean, unbelievable coverage. Ashurst looking towards the right side of the field, and Braden Greer picks it up. Needs to go out of bounds, but stays inbounds. Great pickup there inside the 10. 21 seconds on the clock. And looks like they're going to spike it. And Andrew, I'm a little surprised we didn't see Greer rush out of bounds there, but
You do stop the clock with the first down, so I like it from Greer in that sense. But he was trying to turn upfield and break. All he had to do was get past one more defender for the touchdown. He'd broke one tackle already, so he was feeling confident. I can't blame him. But now Comets have just one more timeout. You can't afford to mess up on one of these next two plays and jeopardize getting out of field goal range or not allowing Gogol to get on the field.
Yeah, and the one time in itself, I actually think they had it wrong on the field. So I thought that was their final timeout, but definitely a sigh of relief.
Yeah.
So ball at the 8-yard line now. Comets at minimum got to get a field goal here, but they're in the red zone. They're trying to get a touchdown here to go into halftime.
And you've got the black hole right next to you, so they'd love a touchdown here at the homecoming game right before halftime. Just re-energize this stadium after a pretty tough first half. 3 turnovers, definitely not what they wanted, but they're still in this game.
So first and goal now for the Comets. Ball at the 8-yard line. 21 seconds left in the first half. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Looks like we've got man-to-man coverage from Middletown. And a fade up to Braden Greer. Pass interference.
And that's one
They're going to call it on Braden Greer. And Coach Kastner shocked there. I will say I did see a little bit of a push off there by Greer, but I do believe it was going from both sides.
It was a boxed out play, and that's one that could go either way. Greer was definitely shocked. Kastner was shocked. And that pushes the Comets back. That makes things difficult now. Just 17 seconds left. Kastner fired up. It's a costly mistake from Greer.
Yeah, and that's just one, contact on both sides. I think you just let him play it out. But that one's going to hurt the Comets now, pushes them out of the red zone. Still first and goal, though, as the ball at the 23. 17 seconds to work with.
Wide side, they're still pressed down here.
Ashurst dropping back. It's going to be a screen pass to Blevins. Blevins working towards the left sideline. Only picks up 3 yards. And a timeout will be called with 3 seconds left on the clock.
Kylan Guy could not have played that any better. Uses speed to contain the edge. Not only does he get to Blevins and wrap up immediately, but he beats him to the sideline. Blevins can't get out of bounds, and Comets have to use a timeout. Now I have to assume that the field goal unit is going to come on.
That play is very well set up.
In the huddle right now,
I was going to say, the offense is still
I
in the
think
huddle.
I think I see Max Gogol out there, Adam, though.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Yep, so Gogol preparing for the 38-yard field goal, and we just watched Middletown miss a 39-yard field goal on the other side of the field. So definitely not a chip shot for Gogol.
But I do like this decision. Get some points on the board, headed into halftime. You will get the ball back, headed into the second half. But Gogol, not a guarantee here. 38-yard field goal attempt from the sophomore kicker. Greer takes the snap, holds it, and Gogol knocks it through for the 38-yard field goal. So headed into halftime, the Middletown Middies hold the 14-3 lead over the Mason Comets. Again, Mason will receive the second half kickoff, but they've got some adjustments to make, Andrew. 3 turnovers in that first half. Comets gonna have to clean up offensively a little bit if they want to take home their homecoming game. Again, 14-3 the score here at Dwyer Field. Make sure you stay tuned for the second half action here on Mason Sports Radio. Welcome back to Dwyer Field for the second half action between the Mason Comets and Middletown Middies. The Middies hold the 14-3 lead over the Comets. Comets just had a nice kickoff return, took it to the 28. Brandon Dunn, the junior, and the Comets got 2 tight ends and Tammy Adesanya's the back. So see if they rely more on that power running in this second half. And Adesanya running with force, picks up 5 yards on the carry.
Yeah, pushes forward for about 3, then gets a spin for the next 2. Good first run for Adesanya as the Comets are trying to set the tone here in the second half. First half, their offense was just plagued by those turnovers, 2 fumbles and then an interception, and those set up 2 touchdowns for Middletown.
Yeah, again, just the big key is going to be limiting those turnovers here in the second half. Comets, they've done a nice job of moving the ball. This is the best game we've seen from Kay Nasher so far. I think he's looking really poised in the pocket, has some nice balls. Did have that 1 interception, but other than that, playing a great game. And he hands it off to Adesanya again, and Adesanya fighting forward for the first down and turns what should have been a no gain into a first down.
Yeah, and the Comets, they're missing Sky Talley, but Adesanya is doing a nice job filling in, especially on this drive right here, pushing forward, getting yards after contact. There he dragged a Middletown linebacker up to the first down marker.
So 1st and 10 for the Comets. They have it at their own 40. Adesanya stays in the backfield. 2 receivers set on that left side. It is Greer and Billhorn. Comets looking to get something going. It's going to be a screen pass to Billhorn, and Billhorn picks up 11 there on the screen pass, and Comets starting to move the ball pretty well, Andrew.
Yeah, and Billhorn, Ashers was able to find him in motion, use that momentum to push forward for the first down, and Comets offense really starting to move. Adesanya obviously kicked things off, and then Ashers just looking a lot more comfortable in the pocket.
Comets in Middletown territory already, just only a minute and a half into this third quarter. Be a handoff to Blevins, and Blevins has some green grass ahead, charges forward for a 17-yard pickup. He lost football, but they're going to say he was down. Sigh of relief there for Comet fans, but Blevins running with some charge there.
And we can guarantee on Monday that Comet's going to work on ball security. But a lot to like on this run from Blevins. Showing off his vision, finds the gap at the beginning of the play, and then pushes forward.
Yeah, and it was a very simple play design. You know, Blevins just runs
good blocking.
Right down, but great blocking.
At the second level, especially Brandon Dunn had a nice block.
Handoff to Blevins again, tries to bounce outside. Only got back to the line of scrimmage there, so no yards on the carry. Javon Davis makes the stop for Middletown. Comets have it at the Middletown 30-yard line, 9:33 left in this third quarter. Comets starting to pack it in, very condensed. As Ashurst looking to his right, but swarmed by the Midi defenders. It's going to be Gabe Terrell, the senior linebacker, that takes him down.
Terrell just obliterated Ashurst on that play. Sheds a block, and then is able to push past Adesanya for the big-time sack. Ashurst didn't know what hit him. Comets.
And I tell you what, Ashurst had 30. He was just getting swarmed there. He had an open Cale Jordan, the H-back, but didn't have any room to work with. So big loss there on second down will push them back 9 yards. 3rd and 19 at the Midi 39-yard line. Blevins is the back as Ashurst is under center. It'll be a beautiful play-action pass, screen pass, but swarmed by Terrell yet again. And Terrell bringing the juice here in the second half.
Yeah, Terrell spin Been a difference maker at the linebacker position. Played before blitzes and gets to Ashurst, and then there, disciplined against the screen pass and makes the tackle.
He is just very football smart.
So what looked like a good drive is going to bring out Quinn Brown to punt on 4th and 19. Brown will punt it away.
A lot of air on that kick.
And a beautiful punt, as it will be touchdown at the 9-yard line. So Brown knocks it inside the 10. Nice punt there from the injured quarterback.
Yep, got a lot of air, and then some backspin to help out Comets. Pin Middletown back here on their first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and Brown just too good of an athlete not to have on the field. Even a separated shoulder isn't stopping him right now, as may not be able to maybe throw the ball with his right shoulder, but he can still get it done with his legs, or with his leg, I guess I should say.
And I bet he'd tell you he could still go out there and run and get it done with his legs, but yeah.
So I don't think the doctor's going to be on the same page there. But 1st and 10 now for Middletown as he hands it off to Schroeder. Schroeder bounces to the right and picks up 3 yards on the carry.
And Schroeder and the Middies had nearly 100 rushing yards in the first half. 99 to be exact, and there pushes forward. So we passed the triple-digit mark, and Schroeder was exceptionally good in the second quarter. Broke a lot of tackles, broke free. There, got a 5-yard run.
Landers in the shotgun, takes it, read option, but he'll hand it off to Schroeder, and Schroeder showing off a burst of speed there. This picks up 20 yards on the carry.
And Schroeder showing off his speed there. He's just got excellent foot speed, keeps chugging along, makes easy jump cuts, keeps moving forward, picks up about 3 to 4 yards after contact, falling forward. Schroeder just lightning quick and uses it there for an explosive play.
Trips to the right for Middletown as Landers has Schroeder to his left. It'll be a toss. Nice blocking on the perimeter there by the Middies. Picks up 4 yards on the pitch.
And Comet defense identified that one right. Malachi Reed just couldn't come down with a tackle in the backfield. And Dowers ended up bringing down Schroeder for a 4-yard gain.
Second and 5. Schroeder right up the middle and picks up 7 yards. An easy first down there. Schroeder making it look flawless right now. Just some casual 5 to 6 yard pickups every play, Andrew.
Yeah, and the Comets weren't able to wrap up there. Schroeder jumps, and then a missed tackle from Woolfolk was able to give Schroeder the first down.
Yeah, again, though, you got to give the Middletown offensive line credit. They've been running one back power with guards leading. That was a counter with 2 backside pulls. Their offensive line is doing very good.
First and 10 now. 2 receivers on each side. 6:27 left in this third quarter. As be another handoff to Schroeder. His helmet falls off. Dangerous play. That'll be swarmed. Be a 3-yard loss.
Middletown had a pulling guard on that play, and he wasn't able to get to his assignment as Malachi Reed just ripped off the helmet. McManus ended up making the tackle.
Middletown star running back has to check out for one play, so we'll see what they draw up here. 5:45 left in the third quarter. Trips to the right, one to the left. And it's just going to be a wildcat snap to Malacote. Malacote picks up 5 yards on the carry.
The ball carrier, he was shot by Nick Cravens.
Malakote had a receiving touchdown earlier in the game. Put the middies on the board first, and there checks back in as the Wildcat quarterback and picks up some yards. He's been a nice, versatile weapon for the middies tonight. And he's going to head back out to receiver as Schroeder checks back in at running back.
Big third down now. Read option. But Lander's going to be swarmed right at the line of scrimmage. And really neither option was going to work there, Andrew. If he pitched it, would have been about probably a 4-yard loss. And there, can't pick up anything when he took it himself.
Yeah, Comets just had everything covered there. Defensive line, one in the trenches. And now forcing the punt. It's exactly what the doctor ordered.
It's going to force A.J. King to come out, punt this one away. Brandon Dunn, the junior returner for the Comets, is that one skyballed. And Dunn will let it roll out of bounds. Right around the 20-yard line. They'll mark him at the 22.
Now Comet offense checking back in. And Ashurst, like we said, has started to look a little bit more comfortable slinging the ball around, but Comets have had just a few key mistakes hold them back.
Fourteen to 3 Midi lead. 4:45 left in this third quarter. The Comets still yet to get in the end zone all night long. But Ashurst is looking to change that here. It's Billhorn in motion, and it'll be a jet sweep toss to him. Cuts upfield and drop down right around the 30-yard line, and he picks up 8 yards on the rush. Or I guess pass. A little jet touch there.
Yeah, touch pass there, Billhorn. They've been utilizing him a lot in motion today, whether that be a jet pass or a bubble screen. And he picks up 8 yards there. Great first down run.
Second and 2 now. Very condensed formation for the Comets. Billhorn in motion yet again. Ashurst is going to take it himself. Shakes free of one Middletown defender, but takes a big hit. DeAndre Goodson rocked the junior quarterback there, but Ashurst takes one for the team and picks up the first down.
Yeah, Ashurst takes that big hit after picking up the first down, but got right back up, took it like a champ. He's fired up after that first down.
Some oohs and ahs in the stadium after the replay was shown there. I think Ashurst is going to feel that one tomorrow morning at homecoming when he's jumping around.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
3:40 left in this third quarter. Comets have a first down. Ball at their own 35. 2 receivers to the right, 2 tight ends in the game. This one going to be a handoff to Blevins inside as he picks up about 4 yards on the carry.
Yeah, Comets have settled into that running back tandem of Blevins and Adesanya, and it's worked out well. Blevins had a couple big chunk gains. And right there, just picks up 4 yards. You'll take that on first down.
Second and 6 now.
It's called 12 personnel in the pistol.
Blevins gets through the blitz, picks up 3 yards on the carry. Tell you what, Middletown was bringing the heat there, Andy.
Yeah, several middies in the backfield as Blevins took the handoff, but didn't matter as he was able to squeeze through, pick up 3 yards, get the positive gain, set up a manageable 3rd and 3. Running hard there despite the pressure.
And Adesanya checks in the game, that power back. And it's a wildcat formation. Blevins has it. Billhorn in motion and a wild snap. And Blevins just falls on top of it, and just another costly play there. As Comets start to get something going, and then boom, really costly mistake.
And they lost 20 yards there too, so not only are you losing the possession, but you're giving Middletown significantly better field position than you would have before. Just an inexcusable mistake there as they missed the snap. And that's one that they're going to be shaking their heads at in the film room tomorrow.
And that one's not going to go in the books as a turnover, but you can almost count it like one on third down.
It ends the drive.
So 4th and 20 now for the Comets. Quinn Brown back to boot it away. Fielded at the 40, and a nice open field tackle by the Comets punt returner, making plays on the opposite special teams side, Brandon Dunn.
Yeah, starting to establish himself as a little bit of a special team star. Made a good return to open up the second half, and then there makes the open field tackle.
And we've talked about it a lot tonight, Andrew, but it's homecoming night for the Comets. And, you know, everybody's in their homecoming T-shirts, it's kind of an annual tradition. The school store Comet Zone, puts a charity on the front. This year it's the Simone Isabel Scott Lumineer Foundation, so really great cause to be supporting. And it's just always, a great atmosphere here.
Yep, good to have all the students and the fans united for a great cause.
And Esta comes from that free safety position and flies down to make a 2-yard loss. Trips up Schroeder there.
Yep, and the Comets defense playing with a fire after that offensive mishap. They know they need to get the ball back to their signal caller quickly if they want to stay in this game. 51 seconds left in this third quarter. It's flown by.
Second and 11, trips to the right. Middletown, they've been sticking with that 4-receiver formation all game long. This one, read option, Landers will take it himself, picks up 4 yards on the carry, and a very late decision there. Almost lost the ball.
Yeah, and sometimes it's good to wait a little bit on those handoffs to give your offensive line as much time as needed to seal the gaps, but there narrowly avoided a turnover. Now sets up 3rd and 7 just at midfield, so at the 44, potential 4-down territory here. I expect the middies to continue on the ground, get to their star Schroeder. He's had a lot of success in the open field if you can turn him loose.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter here at Beacon Tri-Health Stadium, Dwyer Field. The middies staying strong, and they have the 11-point lead over the Comets, and they have possession, so 12 minutes left in the game. We'll see if the Comets can come from behind. 14-13 the score here at Dwyer Field. Welcome back for the fourth quarter action here. The Comets trail. The middies 14-3 right now. Big third down for the middies here. As they have it at their own 44, 3rd and 7. And Andrew, 12 minutes left of the game. What adjustments do the Comets need to make?
Well, defensively, got to bring the fire up front, and they've been doing that on this drive. But offensively, I mean, they've been playing, or they've been drawing up the plays well. You've started off the drives the way they needed to. It's just been execution on third downs. We've seen way too many turnovers, or in the case of the last drive, near turnovers when they've muffed the snap. It's holding on to the football. It's taking care of things and allowing yourselves to take those shots down the field, because so far they just haven't had the opportunities.
3rd and 7 for the Middies. Trips to the right. As Landers takes the shotgun snap, it's going to be a screen pass to Schroeder, and an open field tackle there. Javion Hendricks wraps him up beyond the line of scrimmage for a 4-yard loss.
And Javion Hendricks played that just right. Schroeder broke the first tackle in the backfield, but didn't matter because Hendricks was right there. Sure tackle. And now Comets going to get the ball back.
Great shoestring tackle. So 4th and 12 now. The Middies are going to punt it away. Brandon Dunn, we saw him make that nice play on special teams, on the defensive side of special teams earlier. See if he can get it done on the receiving end. But that one takes a very friendly Middies bounce and rolls all the way to the 1-yard line.
What a punt.
And wow. If I'm doing my math right, Andrew, that was a 60-yard punt. Ball was at the 39 and boots it all the way to the 1.
Yeah, and it was a great punt, but that's a mistake from the Comets fielding unit. Weren't able to bring it down when they should have, and at that point just had to let it roll. And Middletown got very lucky as that rolled inside of the 1.
So it's going to have to be a 99-yard drive for the Comets. But Andrew, safe to say they've got to get some points on the board here, even if it is just a field goal, make it a 1-score game, but then got to get that ball back. You know the Comets, they want to get in the end zone here.
Yeah, and you've struggled with the turnovers, so you're probably hesitant to do it, but you have to get a little bit more aggressive on this drive. Now you're in the 4th quarter.
And it's going to be a pass. Asher's taking a shot down the field. Tipped away, Max Johnson, the coverage there. That was a beautiful throw there by Asher.
Certainly qualifies as the aggression that I was looking for. And Asher's delivered a good ball to Billhorn, but just sticky coverage from Johnson. They weren't able to connect. I like the play call. I like the execution, just a solid play from the defense.
And I really like what I've seen from Asher as he's finally starting to get into his rhythm, but you've got to give a big shout out to this Middletown secondary for the way they've played tonight. 2nd and 10 now, ball at the 1. Ashurst is in the shotgun. It's going to be a handoff to Blevins, and Blevins finds some space, working on that left sideline and picks up 17 yards on the carry. 18 yards, excuse me, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Comets at their own 19 now.
And really tough to do when you're stuck inside your own 1-yard line. You're taking the handoff in the end zone, but Blevins takes his time there, finds his gap, shoots to the outside, and gets a big 17-yard gain, makes a big play when they were backed up.
First and 10 now. As Ashers takes a snap. Quick hitch route to Braden Greer. Nice 7-yard pickup. 10:43 left in the game.
Braden Greer with the reception.
So Ashurst gets the completion there. Blevins had that big run. Comets now offensively, they have the ball rolling. Just got to keep it up. Middletown's defense definitely playing a little bit more bend, don't break here. So they're holding on to their 11-point lead.
This one going to be a handoff to Blevins. That'll be plenty for the first down. Late flags.
I'm going to mention Chase Acker, guard, 6'4", 260. He's doing a great job of trapping the
Blevins bowled forward there, and yes, there is a flag after the fact.
Yeah.
I got to assume this one is a personal foul of some sort.
yellow.
It's a face mask.
In that zone shot play.
Yep, and Blevins came down a little bit strange. Middletown brought him down with a face mask. So Comets pick up 15 yards. It's a big break.
First down for the Comets.
10-12 left in the game. Comets still 2 scores behind.
First half, Middletown was the more disciplined team. You know, that they weren't making the mistakes that the Comets were. Comets had more penalties and obviously more turnovers, but Mason might be swinging things the other way here.
Ashurst in the shotgun. Billhorn in motion, but it'll be a handoff to Blevins down the middle. And he's shot out of a cannon there. Picks up an easy 10 yards.
And just from, if you were just watching the backfield, it looked like Blevins was going all the way to the end zone. But secondary does a good job staying in their position and makes the tackle.
Yeah, it looks like Dunn needed to hold that block just a little bit longer, and that could have been 6 for the Comets.
Yeah, DeAndre Goodson, the DB, shed a block at the last moment to tackle Blevins. But still a great run nonetheless from Chase Blevins.
Ball at the Comets 49. 1st and 10. 9:30 left in the game. Middletown showing pressure. Handoff to Adesanya. Bounces to the left, but dragged down after a 2-yard pickup.
Blevins and McManus check in on this play. Blevins got a breather there on that first down. And clock ticking down, 9 minutes remaining in this game, but Comet offense playing well. They're in a rhythm.
Second and 8 now. Comets in Middletown territory. Ashurst taking a shot down the field to Greer, and Greer! And they're going to say he was out of bounds. He pulled in an unbelievable catch.
And that was a beautiful ball from Caden Ashurst. Had the pocket, makes the back shoulder throw. A lot of air yardage, and I'm watching the instant replay right now.
Oh, it looks like he was in bounds there.
I think Greer got a foot in.
So I think that might have been an NFL catch there, Andrew. 2 feet in.
Yeah, that's a tough break for the Comets. I think, you know, if we had the benefit of instant replay, they might be getting a first down there.
Ashurst's going to take it himself. Nice pull. Shakes free of one Middletown defender, but can't get enough for the first down. And so 4th and 5 now. Barely in Middletown territory, but Andrew, I think we're going to see the Comets go for this.
Yeah, you got to go for it. 8:25 left in the game. You're down by 11. You know, you got the home crowd on your side. You have momentum. This is one of your last chances. If you punt it here, you're basically, you know, accepting defeat. Obviously, you trust your defense, but at the 46-yard line, Comet offense has to keep rolling.
Huge play here for the Comets. This one, fake toss to Blevins. Ashurst looking down the field. He's going to have to take it himself. Lunges forward, and it's enough for the first down.
Blevins is having a great job, but Ashurst is having a fantastic drive here. You know, even though that pass to Greer didn't count, an excellent ball, and now starting to use his legs, and makes the big first down pickup there. He's got some gamer in him. That's a big play to make.
Ball at the Middletown 39. Clock stops at 7:48. 1st and 10. As Ashurst takes the shotgun snap, hands it off to Blevins. It'll be stopped immediately. Javon Davis, the senior defensive lineman, wraps him up.
And there, nothing Blevins could really do. Just a great tackle from Davis. Davis was waiting for him. Shed a block immediately off the snap.
Second and 8 now for the Comets. Ball at the 37. 2 receivers on the left. Quick snap there by Mason. Hands it off to Blevins yet again. And starting to show a little bit of that fatigue in here. He's been taking about 75% of the carries.
And offensive line not getting as much push on these last couple of carries. That's playing a factor as well.
Cale Jordan checks out of the game. Comets going to bring another receiver in. Comets in the bunch. McMains, the tight end. Billhorn in motion.
Rotating the secondary.
And Ashurst rolling to his left. Shakes free. And he finds Braden Greer for the first down. And I tell you what, Ashurst was getting awfully close to the line of scrimmage there, but was able to get it out.
And that was a gutsy play. Ashurst extended that play as long as he could, but he found his man. He maneuvered the pocket really well. Rolled out. He was facing some pressure, but didn't matter. Ashurst delivers the strike. Comets pick up a first down.
Tell you what, headed into next week, I think Ashurst is going to have a newfound confidence here. He's balling right now. The scoreboard doesn't necessarily show it, but been impressed with Ashurst tonight. Ashurst
Pump and go.
with the pump fake, rolling to his right. Tries to find Dunn. And a flag's thrown. I believe it's going to be pass interference.
Yeah, either a pass interference or maybe an unnecessary roughness / late hit after the play is done, was kind of thrown to the sideline. It was a football play, but a little bit late.
So this is going to be huge for the Comets here.
They're getting 15 yards most likely. Yeah, it is pass interference called.
So ball's at the 20, 22, half the distance. That should put them at the 11. 6:01, excuse me, remains in the game. Comets have to start to move with a sense of urgency here.
Absolutely, and the defense has played well. They've only given up 14 points, and those 2 touchdowns were off of turnovers. So have to have some confidence. You've got all 3 of your timeouts. Offense is playing well. Defense has got a couple stops in a row. Comets are very much in this game.
Comets will have it. 1st and 10, ball is on the 11. Billhorn in motion, but it's going to be a handoff to Blevins. And oh my gosh, what a hit by Kamari Smith.
Smith got the interception earlier that set up one of Middletown's 2 touchdowns, and there deflates some of Mason's momentum with just a monstrous hit in the backfield. He went unblocked up the gap and just slammed Blevins to the ground.
2nd and 13 now. Ashurst, excuse me, rolling to his right, looking towards the end zone, finds Dunn. He'll be pushed out at the 2, but a nice pick up there. And I believe that'll be enough for the first down. Might have been just a little bit short.
And the unsung hero of that play is going to be Chase Blevins. He got a chip block on Gabe Terrell. Terrell was blitzing and had a shot at Ashurst, but Blevins gets in the way, and Ashurst's able to find his man at the 2-yard line.
All right, 3rd and inches now. Comets bringing in the big boy, Noah Dowers, as the fullback. Adesanya is the power back. It's a handoff to him, chugging forward, and he's in the end zone for the Comets. First touchdown of the night. Tammy Adesanya, the 3-yard rush.
And Comets finally get it off their chest. They get in the end zone. And Adesanya picks up his 2nd touchdown of the season, barreling through with the help of Noah Dowers. Now Comets, a lot of energy. Student section, sideline, excited. And now, I got to imagine you're going for 2 here. Down by 5 points. A 2-point conversion would make it a 3-point game and give Max Skogel a chance to tie it up. So Kastner's going to keep the offense out and elects not to kick the point after. 5:13 remaining in this game.
And yeah, I mean, the obvious decision to make it a 1-score game. 5:13 left in the game, though, so Comets defense has to be efficient here, and Comets are going to have to call a timeout, not in the right formation. That's going to be a killer.
Yeah, that's a killer right there. And 5 minutes remaining. Comets obviously going to have to rely on their defense to get the ball back, assuming that does happen. Or even if it doesn't happen, you're going to need to use timeouts later on in this game. whether that is Middletown picks up some first downs, you need to slow the clock, or you get the ball back with about 2 minutes left, and you want to give yourself some time to make some plays happen. They just lost 45 seconds off the clock. That's how they need to approach it.
And I tell you what, we haven't talked about this a lot, because it happened week 2, but Quinn Brown separated his shoulder, so he's going to be unable to play that quarterback position for the rest of the year. But I'm watching the sidelines right now, and while he may not be on the field, he is still a prominent leader on this squad. He's one of the 4 captains, and that's something you just love to see. He may not be able to, help the team on the field right now due to the injury, but still, that leadership is just remarkable.
Yeah, and Brown, obviously a very talented player on the field, but he wasn't elected a captain because of what he does on the field. He's elected a captain because of the man that he is in the locker room and the work ethic he has out at practice.
And he definitely has that respect on the Comet sideline. He's kind of barking orders around in a good way. But all right, 2-point conversion attempt now for the Comets. Adesanya is the back. Blevins in motion. Ashurst rolling to his right in the sprint out. And it's going to be incomplete. Nice coverage there by Virgil Coleman.
Still 5-13 remaining in the game.
Blocking on the edge. Just a great play by defense. That play was there.
Just broken up by the secondary. Ashurst did everything right, but Middletown defense makes a play when they need to. And now they're going to have to turn to their offense. Hope they can seal this game away. 5:13 remaining.
Comprehensive insurance review. Online at www.mason-ohio.com or by calling 398-6966. Senior Clarity Insurance, Mason's trusted source for home, automobile, and life insurance.
Cheer team and Black Hole trying to bring the energy here on this Mason section. Game is not over yet. The sophomore Gogol will kick off. See, boots it away. Johnson takes it. Bring it on the opposite side of the field. And a nice return there as he'll run out of bounds at the 27, but a flag is thrown. I believe it's going to be a block in the back.
Yeah, and the Middletown had the blocks ready, but just at the very end, Virgil Coleman was holding off Charlie Raymond, and Raymond was able to rotate a little bit, and I think this is going to be a block in the back call.
And really just an unnecessary penalty there. It looked like he was just stepping out of bounds.
Yeah, already heading to the sidelines.
So that's going to be costly, but helpful for the Comets.
Definitely, and Comets, if they're able to get the 3 and out here like they hope, are going to have a lot better field position.
So where Middletown should have started at the 28, they will now start, at the 27, they will now start at the 17. So 83 yards to work with. 5:04 left in the game. Landers takes it himself. And a swarm of Comet defenders is going to knock him down, but not after a 4-yard pickup. Noah Dowers, one of the many Comets to bring him down.
Middletown picks up 4 yards. You get 4 yards on 3 straight plays. That's a first down. So Middletown will be happy with that outcome. Comets going to need to make up for it on one of these next 2 plays.
4:37, clock still ticking down. And again, Mason only has 2 timeouts. Had to take that costly one during the 2-point conversion.
I will say, the Comets fan base is loud right now.
And line of scrimmage right by Black Hole. And a Wildcat snap, but swarmed. Who other than Kai Woolfolk gonna bring down Talon Malakote.
Yeah, Malakote brought down for the loss and now brings up a difficult 3rd and 7. Comets Defense one stop away from putting the ball back in the hands of Caden Ashurst.
And I tell you what, I like the play design there by Middletown. They were trying to run a little fake there, act like Landers, missed the snap, but
and they were using the black hole being by them to their advantage, making it look like there was a mistake because of the crowd noise, but
does not
Comet defense doesn't fall for it.
Does not fool the Comet defense. 3rd and 7 now. Ball is at the Midi 20. Landers drops back, takes a big shot down the field. Kyle Wilson in coverage. No flag is thrown.
Charlie Raymond,
excuse me.
Man-to-man coverage right there, and Raymond sticks with his receiver, makes the play, keeps his head turned towards the ball. That's textbook coverage. Now, Comet offense is going to have 3 minutes and 27 seconds along with their 2 timeouts to get a point, to get a touchdown, and win this game on homecoming night.
So 4th and 20 now. Dunn situated near the 50 to receive the punt. A.J. King back to boot it away for Middletown. 3:27 left in the 4th quarter as King. A high punt. Dunn will let it drop. And it rolls out of bounds at the Mason 44. So pretty good field position for the Comets. And a little over 3 minutes left.
Yeah, good roll on that punt, but Comet defense obviously forcing the 3 and out. Comets only have to go 56 yards. Now, it's still a lot of distance. Have to get the touchdown here because of that missed 2-point conversion. But there's a part of that contribute. The Comets now know they have to be aggressive. There's no holding back because of the potential for a field goal. The Comets are going to go all out. With the way Caden Ashurst and Chase Blevins have been playing, I think they're in a very good position.
Yeah, Coach Castro has full confidence in Caden Ashurst right now.
And this is what we've been waiting for all season, ever since Quinn Brown went down. Whether it was Caden Ashurst or Ashton Schaaf, which quarterback is going to be able to get some momentum and confidence rolling. And Ashurst has it here late in the 4th quarter.
He'll take the shotgun snap. It'll be a handoff to Blevins. And nice blocking there from the Comets line. Vaughn Johnson pancaking his defender down.
And the Comet lines played really well tonight. Lane Davidson had a nice block with a pole. Vaughn Johnson at left tackle made a play, so the left side of that line holds strong.
2nd and 5. Comets have it at midfield. 2:51 on the clock. Mason has 2 timeouts left. And Ashurst drops back, rolling towards the right side. And thrown it, almost pulled in by Brandon Dunn. Took a big hit. A risky throw there by Ashurst.
And yes, it was a risky throw from Ashurst, nearly an interception, but that ball couldn't have been placed any more perfectly. It was right to Dunn's hands, but he threw Dunn into some danger as he took a big hit from the defensive back. However, there is a midi down on the field.
That is going to be Javon Davis, and that is a big loss.
He's been making a massive impact in the trenches.
Yes, listed at 6'3", 235, and brings a lot of leadership on that defensive line, and he's still down.
Don't forget to ask for extra cheese. Starlight, proud sponsor of Mason Athletic.
And again, this game, the OHSAA game of the week, and the second half starting to become a thriller. It was pretty one-sided in the first half. Middies took control, but Comets starting to put things together here in the second half. And Davis getting helped up now as he limps off the field. He'll receive a round of applause from both stands. Hopefully he's okay. But a huge 3rd down here for the Comets, 3rd and 5. They'll have it at midfield with 2:38 left in the game. And the Comets need a touchdown here. Can't settle for a field goal. That 2-point conversion was unsuccessful. So a lot of pressure here on this Comet offense. 3rd and 5. As Ashurst in the shotgun. Takes the snap. The fake toss to Blevins. And that ball going to be tipped. And it's incomplete. And nice, great play design there, but great play there by who other than number 26, Kamari Smith, on that second level.
Yeah, Smith makes a nice play in the flat, but not really sure where Ashurst was looking in that ball. I think Brandon Dunn, he had Colin Billhorn open about a yard short of the first down sticks, but went with his first read as Dunn, and Smith makes a good play.
Biggest play of the game, 4th and 5 for the Comets at midfield. 2:32 left in the game. Ashurst rolling towards the right side of the field. Finds Brandon Dunn. We'll see if he's inbounds, and they're going to say he's incomplete.
And a tough break. Comets, they're not out of this game yet. 2 minutes and 25 seconds
here
left
on the screen.
Yeah.
And yeah, it looks like his foot was out.
So Comets still have 2 timeouts on defense, but even if they do get the ball back, not going to have a lot of time. All their momentum. The air's just been lifted out of this stadium. Defense going to try to make one last stand and hoping for a miracle.
Middletown still in that 4-receiver set. Landers will keep it himself, charging up the middle. And he's got at least 6. And it looks like they're going to give him 7. How that effort there by the Midi offensive line. Coach Castro will call his second timeout with 2:13 left in the game, but picks up 7 on the run there.
And you just can't get beat up front in a tight situation like this. Comets can't afford to give up a first down. And right there, Middletown just bullying
Coming to you guys right now.
at the line of scrimmage.
It's been a great atmosphere here at Dwyer Field, homecoming night, representing the Lumiere Simone Isabel Scott Foundation, the Comet Zone, the Mason High School student-run school store was able to raise $2,000 for the foundation. Really awesome to see. The Comets, they're looking to take home a W tonight headed into homecoming. I'll tell you what, Andrew, 2nd and 3 for the Middies, and the playbook's really opened up here.
Yeah, and it is opened up here, but that doesn't mean you should necessarily, take some scrolls through the book. You got to keep it simple here. Keep the ball on the ground, either with your quarterback or with your star running back, Eric Schroeder. Can't afford to put the ball in the air and risk an interception.
It will be Landers in the shotgun. Schroeder to his right. 2nd and 3, Middies inside Comet territory at the 43. Mason bringing heavy blitz, and they'll stop Landers behind the line of scrimmage for a 1-yard loss. The ball does come out.
But officials ruled him down. So it doesn't.
Tyler Dalton, one of the many Comets there.
This is a quarterback one-back power with an extra blocker with the back.
Dalton and Reed was the one that really drug him down there.
I tell you what, I think that should have been called a fumble. Did not appear that Landers had a knee on the ground when he lost control, but either way, Middletown picks it up.
And however, I actually think it works out better for the Comets that it wasn't called a fumble because ball actually rolled 2 yards forward.
Yeah.
So better field position. Big 3rd down now. Comets. Is their last timeout? Have used their final timeout. Third and 4, 2:12 left in the game. Landers in the shotgun, Schroeder to his right.
Yeah, so we had to make some changes.
It looks like somebody jumped. It's going to be a false start on the Middies. Chandler Shields And that is a killer mistake for Middletown.
And a little bit of energy just went back to the Comets side. And now Middletown might consider passing the ball here to try to have the dagger and pick up the first down.
So definitely, if it would have to be a safe,
it had to be a
screen
safe pass. So, but it definitely makes it more difficult to pick up the first down, whether it is on the ground or if they decide to risk it and go through the air. And Comets a little bit better field position now.
Now you have to make a decision. Do I throw the ball here and stop the clock if it's incomplete, or do I run it and punt it away if I don't make the first down?
3rd and 9 now. Landers in the shotgun.
Another flag.
Another flag. I believe it's going to be a delay of game, and it is. So that pushes the Middies back another 5 yards. They're confused offensively right now.
And the Comets just picked up 10 free yards on the punt potentially. That's 10 less yards. You have to march down the field.
And I'm not sure if this is just a scoreboard error, but it says the Comets still have their last timeout left.
And that's going to be something the officials have to confirm for us in a little bit.
But 3rd and 14, the Comets still have to get a stop here before they look any further. 4 receiver set, and they're going to throw it. Landers drops back. Feeling some pressure. A flag is thrown, and it's incomplete. So a flag is in the backfield. I believe it's going to be a hold, and Coach Kastner.
It's on Middletown. Kastner signaling the Comets want to decline and force Middletown to punt. So Mason's going to get another chance with 2:05 left on the clock. I tell you what, that's a decent chunk of time.
And potentially one more timeout.
Potentially timeout, yeah. Or actually, no. Penalty is accepted. They're going to march back. Never.
And I tell you what, I kind of like this decision because
It's not worth the yardage. Just get the ball back here. We get 2 minutes left. You go into your 2-minute drill.
so 4th and 14 now. Dunn lined up around the 21. Penalty was declined. So A.J. King will look to boot it away. 2:05 on the clock. King boots it. Fair catch called by Dunn, and he pulls it in at their own 24-yard line. So less than 2 minutes now.
This is the biggest drive of the year for us.
At the 1:59 on the clock. Ball, they're going to say, caught at the 25. So 75 yards to work with.
Yeah, and Comets now have a pivotal drive coming up. And I'm seeing some parallels to the opener against Lincoln when the Comets had a chance at the end of the game to drive and score a touchdown, but weren't able to come down with it. They didn't have any timeouts on that drive. But exactly 2 minutes left here.
Ashurst, quick throw to Billhorn, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 33 after an 8-yard pickup. So that stops the clock. Only 4 seconds trails off there, and nice play there.
Yeah, Billhorn falls forward, picks up an additional 2 yards, and gets out of bounds. It's a good short gain for the Comets to start tearing away into the field.
2nd and 10. Ashurst in the shotgun. Adesanya to his right. Ashurst dropping back, rolling to the right, takes it himself, can't get out of bounds,
but picks up
it
the
will be a
first
first
down.
down, so it'll stop the clock.
Yeah, and I got to tell you, terrific pass protection on the left side. Vaughn Johnson had a pancake, but so Ashurst was able to follow his blockers to the right.
146, Ashurst dropping back. And he finds Billhorn for a 9-yard catch. Not enough for the first down. Clock's still running.
We were in a hurry up, so we made some replays on the football. Okay, so there's a curl. We might have to speed him up.
2nd and 2 now. Ball at the 49. Ashurst looking to take a shot down the field, and he does. That one overthrown and incomplete.
Yeah, and that might have been pass interference if the ball was a little bit more accurate. Greer was getting pressed off the line, had some physical coverage, but Ashurst threw the ball for the route as planned and just aired it out a little too much. Third team's uncatchable.
1:18 left on the clock. Comets trail 14-9. Big third down here as they have it at their own 49. Ashurst will hand it off to Adesanya, and Adesanya charging forward, and he'll pick up more than enough for the first down. 10 yards on the carry. Gets all the way up to the midi 42.
Comets continuing and hurry up.
Ashurst, very quick snap, finds Billhorn near the sideline, and he's got it for a 5-yard pickup. Clock will stop, though.
They're really starting to move down the field. Only a minute off the clock. So still 63 seconds for Ashurst and the Comets to work with.
Ashurst showing a lot of poise here as we near 1 minute left in the game. Takes the snap. Looking towards the middle of the field. Rolling to his right, can't find anybody. And he gets it to Colin Billhorn.
Billhorn has been spectacular on this drive. I believe he's up to 3 catches now. 2 first downs. He's been Ashurst's go-to target today. He's been a chain mover, and now the Comets are very close to the red zone.
54 seconds left in the game. Clock is running. Ashurst looking towards the left side of the field. Finds Chase Blevins for the first down. There is a flag in the secondary. So the clock will stop with 46 seconds left. Blevins picked up the first down there, got it all the way to the 10, but we'll see what the flag is.
Comets seem to think it's on Middletown.
And I'm thinking it might be a pass interference on the corner that was guarding Greer.
Yeah, it certainly didn't pass the pass interference eye test from up here in the booth, but.
And Coach Castro's pointing to his right, so I believe this is going to be on Middletown. We'll await the official call. Either way, I think they're declining this year.
Yeah, ball's being placed around the 10-yard line. So Comets have spectacular field position with 46 seconds to go. And now it's just about ball security. Can't afford a turnover.
Mason still has that one timeout, I believe.
Yeah, officials haven't said anything about a timeout being up on the scoreboard. We're going to operate as if they have it.
And I think they actually might have that because I think that, and the penalty is on Middletown.
And if it's a pass interference like we expect, that's yardage. Comets are going to take it.
And back to what I was saying, I actually think they do have one timeout because it was that injury timeout for Middletown.
And that's a break
that forced them to have to use their timeout, and Mason still has one left. So,
you hate to say it about an injury, but the Comets got a break right there with that extra timeout.
And Mason's walking
distance.
forward half the distance. First and goal at the 5-yard line. 46 seconds on the clock, and Mason still has one timeout.
This crowd is going bananas. The student section right by the end zone.
What a it's going to be a snap to Adesanya. Charging forward, and it's a Mason touch. Oh, they're going to mark him just short. That's Mason.
We've got one official mark and a touchdown.
And it's a touchdown on homecoming, the Comets. An improbable comeback as they take the lead with 45 seconds left in the game. They trailed 14-3 at halftime. And how about the poise from the junior quarterback? And the Comets, they're going to go for 2. So 15-14, they're going to try to make this a 3-point game. And you have to do that here. You know, if it's a 2-point game, a field goal wins it. So no difference if it's just one. They actually, clock's brought down to 38 seconds. So Ashurst in the shotgun. Billhorn in motion. Adesanya to his right. Ashurst rolling towards the right side of the field. Finds a wide open Colin Billhorn for the 2-point conversion.
What a drive from the Comets. Ashurst just staying accurate with the ball, making clean decisions. Colin Billhorn moving the chains, and then Tammy Adesanya picking up his second touchdown of the game. What a play.
A homecoming to remember here at Mason High School. And what a comeback from the Comets offensively here in this second half. And I tell you what, Andrew, the big thing, how many turnovers did the Comets have in this second half?
0.
0, and that's been the key factor in this second half. Now, Comets can't get too comfortable yet. There's still 38 seconds left in the game, and Middletown has 3 timeouts. But wow, how about the game from the junior quarterback, Caden Ashurst? Had a rocky start through these first 5 games. But I tell you what, Andrew, this is as poised as he's looked all season long. He's been throwing some threading the needle on some of his throws. The Comets. Defense has to hold strong. And how about the performance from the Comets defense here in the second half? They've held them scoreless.
Yeah, and just everything went correctly on that second drive. Held on to the football. And now, one last chance for Middletown. Squib kick to take some clock off. And the Comets might have got it.
The Comets. They're pointing forward, and Dwyer Field has erupted. Everybody's on their feet. The Black Hole's going absolutely crazy.
And Adam, we've been going to these football games since we were born. I don't think I've ever heard Dwyer Field this loud.
Tyler Dalton, the senior, falls on top of it. And pending.
Middletown has some timeouts left. So not quite able to go to the victory formation just yet.
So the Comets have the ball at the 43-yard line. All they have to do is pick up a first down, and this game is over. And I tell you what, Andrew, the way this first half played out, nobody expected this comeback, but the Comets staying strong as they will line up in victory formation as Ashurst will knee it down at the 50, and the clock will continue to wind down. So 9 seconds. 5 seconds. The clock continues to wind down. And the Comets take home the Week 6 GMC matchup as they bring home gold for the Golden Hour homecoming. The Comets, what a fourth quarter. Caden Ashurst, the junior quarterback, leading the charge, and one of the most thrilling games I've ever experienced here at Dwyer Field. And Andrew, I'm speechless right now.
Yeah, I'm an incredible fourth quarter comeback. Can't give enough credit to Caden Ashurst. He played phenomenally in the second half. I got to say, offensive line was spectacular. Vaughn Johnson, Chase Hacker, Liam Davidson really stood out to me. Colin Billhorn made some great plays on that final drive. And, you know, Adam, I got to give some credit to our dad, Coach Little, the offense coordinator. I don't think he could have called a better final possession. So just everything went right for the Comets, and they pick up the homecoming win. And I got to tell you, that really brightens the mood here in Comet Country. It's going to make this weekend that much more special for all the Mason players.
And I got a feeling that, you know, some of these students that might have left the game a little earlier are going to be kicking themselves after not seeing this comeback. But, man, what a finish here at Dwyer Field. The Mason Comets take the win on homecoming over the Middletown Middies. A big shout out to our crew tonight, Daniel Panetti working behind the scenes, and the freshman James Topich working a camera. I've been Adam Little, joined alongside my twin brother, Andrew Little. What a finish by the Mason Comets as they bring home gold here on homecoming.